Welcome to Madcounty. Come. Welcome to Madcounty. Welcome to Madcounty.
Welcome to Madcounty. This is where we break down independent music's biggest stories, interview creators, and vibe out to the pulse of the underground scene. We are at the Old Mississippi Sound House at 501 East Airline Drive in East Alton, Illinois.
On the Illinois side over in Fairview Heights, and then years later, fast forward, I run into him in a bar. The last thing I heard was he's gonna whoop my ass. Come walking to JR's last call, and blah, blah. I look over, and I was like, yeah, he didn't have dreadlocks back when I was gonna beat the fuck out of him. You know, he's like, look over, I was like, Josh? He was like, Dirt. I walked up and said, what do we do now? He's like, how you been? I was like, there you go, fuck it, I love you. We had so many fucking years. And then, you know, long story short, he was like, I'm still riding wheelies. I was like, well, I broke my neck racing motocross. My daughter's born. You know, I ain't rode dirt no more. He was like, I'm still riding wheelies, huh? I traded off one of my little Honda Matic bobber custom bikes and shit, old bar hopper bike, got 2 Honda 50s.
Oh, yeah.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
Made it. And sure as shit, I mean, nonstop. This is back when, so, got it all set up. So he still had the same 90 since like fucking Jesus days. And that's when I started going down to Casino Queen lot in St. Louis. And I mean, it was fucking epic. You know, it was nonstop every fucking day. People from both sides of the river nonstop.
Just meeting up and doing tricks and...
Dude, you're sitting down there, Street Fighters are set up. And Steve Jones is just rolling no-handers through there. Even Adam down there, Hunsinger, fucking Street Fighter. You know, and then you got Kenny was just starting out. Kenny just wild. But then you'd have just out of the blue, like somebody like Skyler. Skyler would come rolling in, have this like red helmet with that gold visor, and just show up out of the fucking blue. When you talk about like non-stop energy, just on the edge, drifting the whole fucking place, high speed wheelie cross, just straight into fucking stoppies. And like this is like, for me, this is like 2013 or some shit like this. And I'm like, Steve Jones is over here, everybody's sitting there, and everybody just clears off, you know, and it's just nonstop for about 10, 12 fucking minutes. And Skyler just smashed the entire fucking place and just roll off. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this dude is. It's like, he always had his visor down and shit. But he rode so much edge, I was like, that's the type of shit that I want to fucking do. And that's when I started getting in later on, meeting, you know, even bigger names, but the energy of just showing up and be like, I want to do this too. You know? The little things that you end up seeing throughout the memories. That's the fucking legit shit.
Speaking of Steve, his claim to fame, like the no front wheel highway. We were just talking about that the other day.
Insane.
Who's doing that now? I don't see no videos on the internet of that.
Fucking
what is that?
3,000 European people.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll take the front rim off the 90 right now. Come in here and we'll circle wheelie, fuck it.
Well,
but I'm not hitting the highway. No.
Yeah, the highway on the big bike is impressive. But yeah, overseas, they seem like they're doing all kinds of cool stuff.
And you know what's awesome about that is that we're over here like, man, they're putting on these competitions nonstop, fast as fuck, busting it out. And we're like, Jesus Christ, you know, climbing podium up and down. And then they hit us up, they see our videos, like, you guys are fucking retarded. You're doing this shit in the streets, you know, what the fuck is going on? You know, seeing us just flying through traffic and busting combos up and down the street, and they're just like, we're stupid. And I'm like, gods. It's like they're born into it. They're like, everybody has a parking lot when they're born and shit. And huge sprockets. You gotta have huge sprockets.
That's the hardest time is finding somewhere. I mean, for us, finding a lot. When we get a lot to burn up, we're fucked.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing for it, and that's what makes it legal what we do, because we ain't got a place to do it at.
Yeah.
You know, we get lucky around here. Like I said, Tommy's been staying on top. We've been keeping lots going, and he's doing it on, you know, a couple different ends, and it keeps it alive. But like you say, they get burnt up. It's only a matter of time and shit. So trying to stay ahead of the game and keep other options open. Luckily, there's enough real estate still within the areas of St. Louis that you can jump pretty much lot to lot. So being able to keep the lot riders and the skill riders nonstop having a spot, I mean, that's another portion of what's going to keep it growing and bringing it back as hard as it was, you know.
Yeah, but
You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
we talk about it all the time. It kind of blows up and then goes down. But St. Louis has been big for a long time, though. And then,
it's still here. I mean, hey, even in rain, you saw what was going on.
Yeah.
It's still right here. Everybody wants to come and fucking experience it, but it needs to be done right. And I think everybody's gonna hopefully start uniting again and figuring out the best way to keep our city a little less hot and try and keep this to grow back to kind of what it was. A little camaraderie and organization. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. I really felt a lot more comfortable in our streets, you know, and our riding family, for real.
Yeah.
You know, I tell him all the time. I mean, he been by my side since he started out. And last of a dying breed. He still has, it's weird, young, old soul, because a lot he wasn't there, but he got to see it all. He's right there by my side.
you going to do date rides?
Oh, yeah.
I probably
Stickers all
met
over my life for day rides, man. Loved them.
They were the best.
Oh, yeah.
I wish Alan, but I know that's a lot of work and stuff, so I wish Alan would have kept that going.
But being able to organize and set shit to where it'll last would be a big thing. You know, everybody wants to experience what we do and how it was, and it's never gonna really be what it was. I think the energy, and I mean, no matter what, the streets are here, the lots are here. All the riders want to come back and make all the fucking memories and shit.
15 and 16 was crazy.
Oh man!
Like coming out of the hotel, you know, we had everybody posted up what hotel we're all staying in this. It was like a dead end road, and it was just full of stunt bikes and trailers, and everybody's changing tires and stuff. Yeah, and then you come out though, like we get there day one, everybody unloads, everybody takes off, you know, on some little ghetto rides and stuff, having some fun, and then everything was so hot by the next day. We come out and there's already a news helicopter and a police helicopter just circling it. People's hungover, one shoe on, dicks drawn on their face, somebody's shit in the hallway.
Yeah, that was that Wednesday night.
Good memory. Good memory.
You know,
Yeah.
people show up a week early and shit like, I got my parking spot. Like,
Yeah.
That's all I need.
It's
I
yours.
get there, you know, I got my secure
It's
spot
yours.
right here.
And then think about it. Well, that's not the year they shut down the highway and everything, was it?
Yeah, it was. They had
Oh,
they had the
yeah.
V
All right,
of the
well.
cops. It was beautiful footage. I thought they were trying to help.
Yeah. People did get busted on that one. But
Yeah.
every year after that, like, you know, what was that?
It got better.
What year was it that Channel 5 showed up? Like, was it a rando ride? I think they were already set up in the breezeway at Shady Jack's, the most epic place on earth.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Crazy biker bar.
I come rolling in, everybody's already there. They got the mic all set up.
That's originally where we
This
were
guy-
gonna go, right? But before it was gonna rain, behind the bar in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah,
There's
that would've
there's
been an epic spot.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
Though. There's a trailer in the way. There's dirt and mud.
So that's a rave spot, dude. So the guy next door to Jack's has the boat bar, and like it's a pretty dope ass place. The guy's real cool. His name's Greg. Behind there he has a Mississippi Underground, or it's another like.
Oh, yeah.
Like rave.
Yeah, I think that's. I've heard of that.
But yeah,
Mississippi
when you
Underground.
roll up in there, it's sad as fuck, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was like, what is
Vibes
this?
ain't the same.
Oh,
Like, it doesn't
dude.
feel the same.
Three
like,
quarters of the buildings are gone. The whole view that we've seen videos up and down that little street behind the parking lot up against the chain link and the rock and the fucking graffitied up buildings and shit, dilapidated St. Louis. Oh man, it's
Wild. Yeah.
wasteland.
I remember I'd park my bus there the last couple years I got to go. I'd park my bus right at Shady Jack's. We just stay there
it.
in the parking
That's
lot.
it. Never have to
home
worry about
base,
another
dog.
fucking
Like,
thing.
that was it. Like, that's-
Anything that
that's-
happened inside that fence was fucking love and family and trust. I only had very, very few incidents in 14 years. You know,
A lot of good memories, good people.
I could sit there and do shots of Jack,
Oh,
tell us
yeah.
stories, and wake up in the morning, walk in, and have the
Wouldn't change
best
my life
breakfast
for
ever.
anything for it. Glad I was a part of it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. By far.
you said shots of
By
Jack.
far.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that shit is amazing, man.
Oh, I'm good.
I mean, just to watch. I love riding.
shots of
Riding's
Jack.
awesome, but just watching that
It
shit's
was Jim
dope.
Beam I was going to shot.
That's
That's
cool.
on the list.
Setting it
Judge
down
you
and
now.
looking
Yeah.
at you, you got
I quit drinking liquor
everybody
altogether.
else just in a
It
circle,
helped
just
me.
all
Ain't had a beer in
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
Straight
Just
Jack
to
Daniels.
feel
I ain't
it,
never
just
seen
can't
you
do
have anything
anything
but straight
feel
Jack
unless
Daniels.
you're just out there.
That's why.
It's like synchronized
That's why I
swimmers.
look
You just
I
like
ain't got no new shoes. I got a lot
we're
of issues.
frequencies are aligning.
Jumping around, just trick after trick after
Yeah, here we
trick.
go.
Oh, straight, just, it's a good feeling to see.
shit,
Everybody out
Bring
there,
up
all
old John
smiles.
Erickson. We'll get to that too.
All good vibes.
John
you know.
Erickson.
Nick Pup, love riding next to him. Good smiles, big old smiles on his face. Energy, always good, always high.
Old
Love
school,
it.
like old school pictures and like
Oh yeah.
best
probably-
touches.
It's probably the first time I had some bike people on the podcast.
Yeah, this is the first time. We usually have artists on here
Yeah.
and comedians.
Oh, wait, so what did I
if
see
you include
before?
Uncle Dub.
Did you talk to Diddy?
Did he?
Did he?
Oh no, that's for riding on. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck we were talking
We'll be sending some of this to them
about. Oh,
too.
yeah.
See?
No, hey, this is what I like about this. Like, you're gonna keep moving around. You're gonna meet
So many
hopefully
different
some
people.
of the greatest things. And that,
So these guys, they I hang out with a lot of musicians back home, and they do the music videos and stuff, and they come in. They're always looking for bikes and everything else.
we got a lot of local artists around here too. You've been working with them too, haven't you?
Just some of the whatever these guys are all working with. Well, that's my first
Everybody,
day here,
we're
but that's
like
the
you
deal.
said, it's all about the community, man. We're trying to bring everybody together to make everything better. You know, underground
remember.
music, underground bike riding, everything.
That used to
Comedians,
be-
artists,
that used to be
painters,
some of
people
the
that paint
best
shit.
It's
We're trying to
just,
put everybody
random
up.
rides through St. Louis. And next thing you
Thursday
know,
for the,
the inner city
Thursday for
artists
the
would be
streets.
fucking out there getting their shoot on
music
and
video
just
every
in
time.
the middle of the fucking, in the hood, and on the north side.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck.
We come rolling through, and next thing you know, we're writing a fucking music video. You know,
That shit's dope, man. That's why I was like, I wanted some bikes and some cars in my music video. That's what we was trying to do. We was gonna shoot some video out there, but you know, man, shit happens, man. There's plenty of riders around here.
People, man. Yeah,
The-
there's
the-
riders,
this-
there's cars. I got some of the best
years young.
drivers in the fucking U.S. right here that just went from just murdering streets to
Well,
getting ready
like
for
you
the
said,
championship.
we'll get things a little more organized next time. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a lot better. It'll be more fun.
When he says organized, I mean I'm not supposed to be high.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're sharing
But
these
I think-
glasses.
Yeah, it's too late now. Mine are already fucking glazed over anyway.
Shoot.
I mean, fuck, but the cool part is no one's even lit a fucking joint in like 20 minutes. But
I had a joint. I think I let that motherfucker burn up though. It's right
yeah,
here.
he did.
It's a roach now. I'll still smoke.
So yeah, since he started off, he's talking about one of his favorite writers, John Erickson, which I agree. I fucking love. I love old school legends and shit and great
I mean,
back road
yeah,
stories.
yes.
Who's one of your favorite writers that you've met throughout
Should
the years?
Man.
Receive.
What's Paul?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I
I
thought
got
that
a
was
real
a
funny story
legit
from
cigar.
Columbus thing, you ask for a
Man,
joint,
that-
and you get it right.
This is not tobacco, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I was telling you that story about when I met H. Paul.
Yeah.
So we was going on a lot ride, Lot Wars or something, Lakeland, Florida. So we were heading there, and then we stopped in Tennessee first, hit a lot, and I met H. Paul and Ryan, and they were like, "I'll come to Boyd's house with us, and we'll pass out there." And I'm like, "Okay." Like it was 8 hours. I'm like, 8 hours until we can drink beer and party? Fuck yeah, dude. I was like, then we can go to Florida afterwards. And
How'd that work out?
ended up staying at Boyd's house for like a week. And we just partied every night and rode motorcycles all day. And Rodney was showing me how to do stoppies, you know.
Shit.
This is like first time doing stoppies, and I
Sergeant?
yeah.
Oh man,
Imagine how lucky I was.
dude, hey,
I
Killer.
fucking
That's-
love him.
I was probably still his worst student.
First time I met him, parking lot, Shady Jacks. Mikey's already got an interview set up for the Wheelie TV stuff. I show up shit hammered.
Oh.
And he's like, here's how we're going to do it. We're down in the parking lot. Just throws it right at me. I'm like,
I was so fucked up. I couldn't say Rowdy Rodney Sargent.
fuck you, laugh right now. Say it right now. Say Rowdy.
Yeah, I don't
Rodney
even want to
Sargent.
try. I ain't
Rowdy
gonna lie.
Rodney Sargent.
Fuck you. I did not have that ability at that moment.
It's too easy. It's too
Man,
easy.
amazing fucking man. That's what we're talking about. Loving with meeting fucking great energy.
Yeah. Hey, Boyd was super cool. I mean,
Oh,
it was the
oh,
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time just meeting some killers and then watching them do their thing. And then, Boyd's out there on my 50, just, I don't know, what's,
Just write anything.
yeah, jumping on, well, he's jumping on there, sitting on the handlebars, unicycling the whole thing around. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that looks like a blast. But, we ended up staying there for a week, and then H. Paul and Ryan ended up going down and staying which I did not know
You're gonna
was.
say no again, ain't you?
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. So
Thank you. You're welcome.
we ended up staying in this gated community. So we had all of us in this gated community, and then Paul and Ryan, they're drunk in the garage at like 4 in the morning,
Oh.
and they're riding my 50 through the community of elderly.
Just terrorizing.
You
the
say
fuck out of
community,
them.
like, is this a fucking retirement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, is
So
there pineapples and shit?
yeah, there might have been.
Mostly upside down. No.
So the whole these elderly people have their flashlights, and Paul and Ryan are just shutting the garage door, going, "Fuck you," and then
Fuck you, security.
they go to bed, right? Well, my old lady had flown in. I hadn't seen her in weeks. I've been on the road. She had flown in, so I wanted to spend some time with her. So next thing I know, they finally go to bed after one more time. This was like 6 times of doing this, and then they finally go in to go to bed.
Habitual.
Yeah. Well, we sneak out to the van, and next thing I know, my van door gets ripped open. I'm standing there naked with a cop looking at me. They're like, "Where's the mini bike?" I'm like, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
You missed your opportunity. It could have been the greatest story told tonight. And be like, right here.
Oh, man.
It circles. What state was this? So,
Florida.
it's every day. So carry on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So, Paul, you're a jerk for that, by the way. And,
Were you naked too?
Huh?
No, he wasn't there.
No, I was
said
not
he
there.
did.
Oh.
So
What'd I say?
Nothing. He did.
Oh,
Let's talk about H, Paul.
See?
See? We got off subject there.
That was a blunt.
So, naked, man.
Yeah. That's about
that
it.
is
They
some
let us
strong
go after a little
medication.
while. Well, it wasn't too bad.
There has to be more to that fucking story. You just got
You just
All right,
started
all right.
hearing
So,
something.
Open
got-
up. My van door opens up. I'm
Alright,
naked.
done.
Yeah.
They're-
They let us go a little bit after that. That
Yeah.
sounded like $20 worth to me.
no,
Soliciting.
they were reading my
$20 is
tattoos,
$20.
and it says "Cops Lie" across my chest, old school Star Boys thing,
Oh, you was already naked. I was like,
Yeah, like why are you naked now? Oh shit. But yeah, so then they're like asking me about that, like, "Oh yeah, how's that work?" And I'm like, "I don't think this is the best time for me to have to explain myself." I mean, it was awkward. It was like even weirder when I had to grab my pants because like I didn't uncover my junk, so my butt's just out. But yeah, anyway, it was weird.
did you choose to cover your front, not your butt?
Yeah.
Yep.
Know about the
You
song.
gotta protect
Right
one,
here.
one end.
Where's
Gotta
the
choose.
mini?
I missed the opportunity.
It's great.
That's one of those shower thoughts. You're like, damn.
So what the fuck are you gonna
Could
do?
have
It's your
did that.
first time
Could have
here
said that.
and
Should have said that.
He's already buck naked in a van.
Man, that would be like cool.
You done had that conversation a couple
what,
more times in the shower. You're like, damn.
Don't do it. It's
said
all
that.
Harry busted his knee. Oh, he got lit up. Apparently,
You
can't.
should bust
Yeah.
your knee out right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
busted my knee.
No.
He's got
Bust
both
that knee
pants
out.
down.
And show
I
these
got
motherfuckers.
fucking.
Oh yeah. Let me see
I
if
emailed
I
you
got
the
that.
video.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
I like the scream
Y'all
at the
sent.
end.
Y'all sent
It
me.
looks like it's got a breast implant.
Yeah, it's terrible, dude.
Dude, there was years when we had like ROC and shit. Motherfuckers started. Remember? Maybe not. You don't might remember. There was like a whole year where like it seemed like everybody got these like chigger bites. Like,
Scabies?
it was literally like I don't know, like chiggers or some shit. But it looked like everybody got bed bugs or something. There's a whole thing going on for like I think it was 2017 was pretty dirty.
One of the hotels or something?
No, everybody, people that didn't even stay in hotels.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I was 17 minutes right
I
across
think
the river to my
I think
house.
the
You know,
St.
that's where I
Louis China.
slept. So
Yeah, oh, I saw this too. Yeah, that knee is horrible.
Wait,
It's gonna give me nightmares tonight.
I think I sent you the wrong video.
Whoa, why has he got butt out?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a fat knee, dude. That's
better than the first one.
That was wild.
Man.
First one, it was horrible.
Holy shit. It was
Yeah,
big.
I,
That motherfucker was big.
Must have been the first video.
It was St.
here it
Patty's
is.
Day weekend, I think, like 2000. Shit,
Yeah, it looks bad.
Damn, son.
maybe 2020. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah. What the fuck?
yeah. Welcome. Perfect.
That scream at the end.
$76,000. 2025 St. Louis streets.
The first victim, not the last.
Just
victim
out here
of the
making
streets.
memories.
Yeah, caught a piece of angle iron off a guardrail.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I feel every time. Like I fear hitting the ground anymore. That one new St. Patty's Day weekend, I think it was like 20, I don't know. Fractured tibia plateau, blew out the ACL, shattered
Somebody got
meniscus.
smoked by the car.
They took. No, it's when the fucking the little wing nut came off the back of the fucking brake
Oh my.
on that SSR 70. Yanked out of the gas station. I think it was fourth gear. It four gears. Yeah, all down.
You didn't hit no brake by fourth.
Bro.
How did what?
Hey, it's all right. Check it out. You know the old school gas station right when you come off Cass out of Jack's, the one we used to go to. As soon as you leave out of there and start heading towards Natural Bridge, you make that little S turn, and there's that hump. There's that hump right there. That intersection's been there for fucking 15 years, as far as I know. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Yeah. Fucking yanked that motherfucker up. I'm rolling seat stainer on that tiny ass bike. Hit that brake. It's not bad.
Oh man.
I used to be a pro at tuck and rolling. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I will tuck and roll. If I'm going too fast, I will tuck and roll again. And I take off running like road runner. That, even though I say I can do that, it did not happen. I swear to God. It was so horrific.
It'd be like that sometimes.
So stay drunk for fucking 3 days and then let him put you in this demobilizer brace and be like, oh, you can have surgery in like 2 months.
Oh man.
It was like the month before due date.
Oh man.
Yeah, had surgery 2 weeks later, due date.
Out there in a knee brace.
Demobilizer brace, 50-50's whole rip. Party my ass off. Most horrible idea on earth.
Oh man, 4th Street.
4th Street Live, bro.
Yeah. Remember
Hey, coast to coast shows and rides, whatever the fuck. Due date, pound for pound back in the day. When we go to 4th Street Live, it's like St. Louis PBR, but not. It's like a fucking shopping mall with nothing but bars upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah.
You want to have a good time? Take a fucking stack of fake hundreds.
Yeah, just
Remember
throw
that
them off
funny
that
shit?
top of the thing, yeah.
Dude, that fucking wedding party, that video was fucking dope. I'm sitting there, got the old fake ass
Yo, you missed the old dude date
movie
stuff.
money. I'm
Yeah.
tossing hundreds out like a little sprinkle, and there's like 2 stories, and there's like a TGI Fridays, and so here comes this fucking wedding party. This chick's white girl wasted, veil and all. I just dropped about 400s. She picks one up. I started letting it rain before I go back because she's like turning around while they're all coming down, and she's like, I found $100. And all of a sudden, these chicks start knocking over barrels at like TGI Fridays that's on the bottom level and shit. We're all sitting up there on the third, and all of a sudden, old girl's in slow mo looking at it. She's like, "Fuck you guys," flicking us off, and I was like, "Throw a whole stack."
I didn't get the email, I guess. What's your email? I might have put it in wrong, maybe.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't have a stick.
It wasn't the right one anyway.
No, I'll definitely be back for some more rides. I think next ride we come, man, I'm gonna bring a Harley out.
What up, Nate?
Everybody's
Fucking
go.
rip
If you
these
got an extra
rigs.
like $2,000, you know, fuck yeah.
There you go.
High maintenance. No, everybody.
They are definitely high maintenance.
Very versatile. Very versatile. Gotta have fun. It don't matter what the fuck you ride.
Yeah,
Ride the
yeah,
fuck out of
100%.
anything and have a good fucking time. Yeah.
You seen all the videos at the Starboy Slaughterhouse?
Yes.
Yeah, then we got that video of Kevin on the ground went viral. Him smacking the fender on the beam.
Oh, he smacked the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I was filming that for his Snapchat. And
Ta-da.
yeah, then that's the one. All these fancy cameras in there and stuff, and that's the one that blew up.
Nice.
It was wild.
I just sit back. One time, I got an 89 Honda Elite scooter that I fell in love with. Fucking pink and black. Little bike life.
No, man, we don't have like. So we in Columbus we have our pit bikes. A few guys on pit bikes and shit. But nah, we have a huge Grom community. And
It's the same. It should be the same.
I mean, it is.
So
It's
either
just.
slow your ground down or speed your little bike up. There's a happy medium.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And a lot of rides that end up happening these days. Like guys probably busted off in some small little rides throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
You find out that either somebody's flying and everybody's trying to keep up and going a little too fast or going too slow. It's always been that way. You can't fix that. Everybody said, hey, no matter what, one dude is bitching about fucking goddamn third gear, fucking almost ate shit 17 times. Bro, I was doing like the first gear, I was so pissed off. It's always gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Adapt, ride fast, ride slow. You always catch up to the pack.
Have fun.
So if people are
Oh,
wrong,
absolutely.
don't fucking fall back. Fuck, enjoy it and then speed up. Ta-da.
I feel like I had this conversation a time or two.
But, man, for a lot of years, man. Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah.
So, what you got to do the announcer thing for a while or whatever, hype man? What do you
Yeah,
call
I
it?
just kind of slowed down. I don't know what the fuck to call it. Fucking running
Looked
my
like a
mouth.
good time.
A lot of great times, man. Touring with like fucking Ill Conduct, Cole Freeman. I mean, we put rides on forever, which is.
Have you seen Cold Stuff? Go.
Bro, you ever jump a motherfucking bagger?
Right?
Cole High Flying Freeman.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've
Falls on
had.
Young Cats.
Take that. It's weird. Nah,
Yeah, definitely follow a lot of
And actually,
young,
I heard
young
that,
talent around the United States.
I've heard a couple people talking about it. I think he's back doing jumps and starting to do shows again. There's a lot of actually old school cats that are really fucking powering back and starting to bring back that feel.
Sloppy
Oh, yeah.
tried to hit a jump on the Sportster.
Yeah, I do believe I saw that.
Hey, the owner of the flea market had him there recording a video the next day, like so they'd say that he wasn't make sure they know he's not responsible. This dude sitting there concussed as you could be still.
That was a hard hit, man. That was a
Yeah,
hard fucking hit.
An epic hard hit.
Yeah. Rob told him, it's like, push that ramp back 10 feet. And he was like, no, I want it here. He's like, I know, I don't want to undershoot this.
So, yeah, I did a few years of that with Cole, jumping semis and little stadiums and jumping in parking lots of dealerships. I mean, the first time ever seen that shit, and actually one of the earlier times when I actually met Cole, was sitting up Shady Jack's. I had my little TTR 90 or whatever, and all of a sudden this truck come rolling through, and it's got this huge jump set up on the back of it. I don't think maybe me and Cole met a couple times before that. I come rolling up on his truck. I said, "Is that what I think it is?" He said, "A big ass jump." I said, "Set it up."
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy,
Yeah.
he just got it and shit." And that's when we really became tight. because he had
Y'all
a big
gonna
old
look at
jump.
this.
And ain't nobody set it up in forever. Like, it was a fucking cunt. He had like 17,000 pieces.
Wow, man.
Hey, set it up in the rock parking lot at Shady Jack. So, like, there's still like 6 sections that ain't attached for the downward slope. I come fucking rolling on the 90 through the rocks. He fucking hammer up over this thing. He only had it probably like 20 feet away and started smooth. About 8 shit and died about 17 times. The next day, Cole's like, what we gonna do? Put it out in the street. Let's tear it back down. Take it out in that back fucking street behind Shady Jack's. It set up this huge fucking jump.
Oh,
It was
man.
fucking awesome. Jack sitting out there, got his fucking cigar, sitting on the deck, just sitting there. I remember looking over, and Jack's just sitting there, just nodding his head. And I think he sat out there for like 5 minutes. He just turned around. I didn't see him again. Here comes Cole. He's like,
We didn't get to shoot the video, Nathan.
And we started jumping that thing because Cole has never jumped with a speedometer.
Yeah.
And I always told him, I was like, man, everywhere's different, and octave on, octave off as he stretched more and more. I mean, Cole jumping the fuck out of his bike and just sending it in like sketchy situations. This ain't flat ground and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck, I'm paranoid. I ain't known you my whole life, but I don't want to see you die. and that was one of those things. Is the no speedometer. I was like over and over again. And Cole didn't have a dirt bike background. He didn't race motocross. He wasn't hitting triples and shit like that.
I wonder how he got started into that.
And he was in it well before me, because like he came to me after one of his old announcers fuck that. My favorite Asian. I'm gonna feel bad when I can't bring up the name so high.
Yeah, see?
But he came up at one of the rides and heard me just doing a little meeting out in Shady Jack's parking lot, and yelling off. He's like, "You're gonna come announce me." I'm like, okay.
Not a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
can do that.
Fuck, I couldn't. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I just sound like every titty bar you ever walked into. And he was just like, dude, you'll figure it out. You figure it out. Next thing you know, we're in like, fuck, I don't know, Springfield, wherever the hell. Then we're going to Florida. We're going to Daytona. Started making, some of the most epic shit. With not only that, I'm old as fuck. We're talking about, not only is it Cole Freeman, John Erickson, but you got Sean Elmore, AJ Sulky, these kids, then at the same time we got little Dominic, Gage Sutton,
Oh, man.
Tyler Mueller.
Yeah.
You're talking about what is going on. These kids are 12, 13 years old. Fuck,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
my memory is
Now
horrible.
they're fucking.
But I can tell you right now,
Yeah, now they're fucking.
Now they're back.
almost all these
dude.
kids, by the time they were 15 years old, were paid stunt riders.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it up there, like, you want to talk about a generation. This is the same time that we were talking about the greatest time of us being wild out with some of the greatest ROCs. I Love Crack Whores,
Yeah.
Boo and the Lou, Rando Ride, Hollow Wheelies, King of the Streets, Hood Ride, fuck.
Santa Claus ride.
Oh man, like these were the years that these kids were growing up and watching us doing this shit.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, adapting to where you're out there and then being in Vegas doing Sturgis stunt shows at 14 years old.
That's crazy.
And here this is.
That's amazing.
And the most amazing part about it is this all started growing at Shady Jack's in St. Louis, Broadway. Not the cleanest place in the world.
No.
These kids are out here following degenerates
Yeah.
like us, and next thing you know, boom, great stunt riders. But not only that, nowadays you sit back and look back then, and you sit there and judge. Every one of these kids are doing absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Every one of them, families, workers, futures, positivity, law-abiding, amazing kids,
Hey.
and not even kids no more.
Yeah, you want to say I didn't age well. Gage, his hairline's back here now.
Man,
He was making fun of me, so I had to throw one at him.
he looked like a Travis Pastrana. That sounds like art. Absolutely amazing.
I didn't recognize him when I seen him. I was like, wait, what? And I seen his dad, and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here?
Him and Slagger. I mean, think about it. The kid's so young and so fluid.
Yeah.
And all these kids are. I mean, they can walk into a stadium or they can walk into the streets and you'd be like, oh, yeah, you ain't out riding any of these motherfuckers. Y'all are grown now, yeah. These little motherfuckers are straight up the future of sponsored stunt riding.
Yeah.
You're not going to outride. And I hope they all start really coming together and put energy
I
together.
know the show stuff has gotten weird lately. I don't know if it's after the whole government shutdown stuff or whatever, the world shutdown.
Oh, well, I was doing Ian Gaines.
Yeah.
One of the greatest people that I've ever gotten to meet. Absolutely amazing. Got to do quite a bit of shows with him. And that all was we going through, COVID times.
Yeah.
And it seemed like when I got with him, like the money that was there for the publicity and marketing for your dealerships and being able to do these events and so on was cut and shut down. Like to be able to survive and do shows when, anybody can sit there and say, hey, give me $200, I'll ride wheelies in your parking lot. Yeah. But you start thinking about it when you're trying to do it in front of Boy Scouts and, in car events and stuff like that, you set a bike off and kill somebody. So there's proper ways of doing it, but to survive through that and only be able to market through the safety and the right times for, doing it hard to do. Yeah. So, and that's cool that now
gates are opening up. People are getting back out there. Red Bull's picking up. We got to be able to see Gage and Kyle and just anybody and everybody now to start picking back up more. So we start seeing more and more footage and bringing more and more energy.
Yeah.
Started then.
A lot of drift
happened,
cars
and,
coming in with it too.
Man,
I
let it
don't got
rip.
enough money for it.
Let it rip.
Yeah, I feel like every big man has a drift car.
Let it rip, man. We got some of the best fucking drivers around here, and you might remember some of the videos. I mean, Gerald Smith, the autism awareness drift cars with with Corey Whitehead.
Terrible names.
You know,
Josh Wallaby.
Josh, all these guys dedicate their time. We got the one and only Richie, the drift car, the wheelman Clouser. He's got his, you know, you see in the videos, he come out, clean his fucking black 240, all nighted out. One of the best drivers I've ever seen. And right there with Gerald. Gerald's getting ready. I mean, the way his shit's built now, he's going Formula.
Good.
He just supercharged the one car. And all them guys look so good with that autism awareness puzzle piece. And, you know, it's a great shot. I mean, it's energy and being able to, like, aware people. But not only that, but drive the fuck out of these whips. Just get down. That's how I started. That's when I started seeing that they were getting out there at the Drift Mansion and seeing old Hooter Steve, man. You know, blast from the past. If you don't know who Hooter Steve is,
I don't know.
that's
No, I've never heard of Hooter Steve.
We have to Google him or something here.
Let's hear about Hooter Steve. You
Baby,
like you say,
was
you're
it-
pretty old. You got a lot of stories,
Baby,
man.
was it Rando right last year I ate shit?
Here it was.
Here we
Come out of
go.
retirement. I'm like, we're gonna show up for the Rando ride. I got the 90 out, still got a knobby on it, some rim, whatever I put it on there. Ripping, swerving the whole ride, having a fucking great time, man, amazing time, all the way on our way back to off tracks where we started off, the war zone. We're like maybe a mile away, and I'm rolling through, sliding, having a great fucking time. Next thing you know, I look over, there's Hooter Steve, old school Hooter Steve. That's how I'm gonna say it, since everybody looking at me like that because you don't know Hooter Steve.
Yeah.
Hooter Steve's a bad motherfucker. All right, chubby right now. Love you, Hooter Steve, chubby. But he had his old school custom 50, and he's just walking down the sidewalk, all by himself. I'm like, it's Hooter Steve. Got a flat tire. I'm like, check it out, Steve. You chubby. You can ride my bike, and I can put my dick in the gas tank, and I can roll a 50. And he's like, you sure? Yeah, we're rolling. I'm wide open, like third gear on his bike, just drifting lane to lane with this flat tire. Peter Steve's right behind me on my ratchet ass bike. Dude, I come down the hill, I'm wide open. We're getting close. It went sideways again. Boom, caught. I high-sided off this thing so fucking hard. I'm tumbling. I'm like, oh, I'm flipping. Boom. Next thing I'm like, boom, get hit in the fucking head. I'm like, oh, there goes Steve. Hooter's just fucking flying through the air. I'm like, oh no. He ran straight. I'm tumbling, and he fucking ran straight into me. I had no front brake. All I had is a hand brake, not even a foot brake on the 90. He knew, but he didn't know. He locked up and just smoked me. Goes flying through the air. I'm fucking ate up. I'm like, fuck, I go fucking jumping. He's like, don't fucking move. He's like, this was horrible. I'm like, Steve, we're too old for this shit. He's like, what? Francesco and his brother and shit, they're sitting on the fucking sidewalk, like, on their motorbikes, the motors. I'm fucking dying because they're like, you should be moving. I'm like, hey, I gotta get back to the parking lot. I'm like, Steve, you good? He's like, I'm good. I leave him his 50. I get on the 90. I make it back to the parking lot. I'm pale out. Like, I know I'm dropping. Like, I already know. I'm fucking shocked out. My old lady sees it come rolling through. Everybody's like, hey, Derek, hey, Derek. I'm like, straight through the crowd, drop the bike, hit the tailgate. Don't touch me. Steve makes it back. After a long time of recovery and whiskey, Steve makes it back. He's too old for that too. His tuck and roll was pretty good from what I could see from underneath him. But we get to share that story. Hooter Steve was just walking down the sidewalk all by himself in St. Louis with a 50. And then went flying and hit me in the head.
Glad you stopped.
The moral of the story is you're going to figure out who Hooter Steve is.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
Yeah, Hooter
Amazing
Steve, y'all look him up, Google him.
Yeah, Holla Wheelie rides. That was before your time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hooter Steve.
Hooter
He
Steve.
wear the shit out them shorts. I swear. I ran into
Oh my.
him. Yeah. He's like, I'm definitely looking him up now.
Yeah. I mean, why not? I've got worse stuff on my phone.
Oh man. He's one of those guys I ran into him in like fucking mini states.
Yeah.
You know, from not just doing rides with shows or just random events. Man, he's a traveling motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
traveling's
getting
where
in.
it's at. It's so much fun getting to meet people. That's my biggest thing with everything I've been doing with riding on and Star Boys and just everything. Getting to go highlight on the people like watching your stuff back in the day. You would work your ass off all week, then you'd help kill it with all this stuff. Like it's kind of, I don't know, it's cool to highlight on everybody that's been putting all the work in to create the stuff that's being created. And
It's fun to make them fucking memories, man,
yeah.
but it's fucking hard. You know, it starts off like, fuck yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, yeah, and you're like, fuck, this fucking blows.
Yeah.
My shit's hacked again.
It's actually funny. You know a lot of artists. That relates to being an artist a lot too. Like everything you're talking about,
It's
it's like the
struggle to
same
be
shit,
stupid.
but you know, just
should've stayed in
you
school,
with you and Spikes. and shit.
Yeah, it goes both ways for sure. Yeah, should stay school.
Exactly. I think that quite often.
Shit, every third day.
But then again, I mean, we made it here, so I ain't too mad at where I'm at right
And
now.
that's the crazy part too. I mean, shit, that's always a good thing to be able to say too. Hey, a lot of people ain't made it, and a lot of people that still are around you might not even want to talk to. Shit.
Yeah.
So the small percent that we do have around us, is pretty fucking solid, man.
Yo, that's what truly matters for real.
Last of a dying breed, man. It's crazy. Like he knows. Fucking, we all know. Meet and know thousands of people. You know, all the time, man.
I feel like an asshole half the time because I'm everybody looks different all the time. When you see them months later, years later, whatever it may be, and everybody just prints it.
Hey, look up his picture.
I used to have just a thin, tall mohawk, and I was skinny.
That 50 looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bad with names too and faces sometimes.
Yeah. But anyway, you go meet, and I mean, you go into a parking lot on an event ride, everybody knows
That's
you.
all the time. But that's where you get to the point where, hey, you're always gonna recognize somebody.
You meet them enough times and then
There's
you
a
know them.
handshake and there's a love, but then there's the small handful of people that you've met that you just like hold in like trophies, like, and it's cool. Like the like, no matter where you end up, a year, 6 months, maybe a week, whatever, you end up somewhere and you be like, shit, you always start off where you left off.
Right. 100%.
Ain't known each other your whole lives, but for some reason y'all share some kind of bond that it's cool to grow. I mean, and it's still, I mean, it's a great fucking thing, and it happens all the time still. You know, these dirt bike boys are just fucking amazing. Dude, the energy being in the pack and watching how skilled these swerves are and how just technique it is. And I mean, slowing it down, breaking it down, looking at it, rolling on these knobbies and just swag, man. It's an age that is just fucking epic. It's cool that it's amazing that it's blowing it up and it's tearing it down, but it's fucking epic to watch. You see any of them crispy ass videos right now and just hit like slow mo and you're just like, watch the rim flex. You know, swerving, but keep it safe and keep it smart, man. But fuck, it's just so dope.
It is. This shit's cool as fuck.
It's so light. You used to roll the fuck out of the bike.
So there's time to time when I'm not hurt. Getting hurt sucks, you know.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
About time. I think we probably gotta wrap it up for what we gotta go do.
Oh yeah.
But
probably smart. I feel like we said nothing in like 2 hours.
yeah, we talked about some Hooter shorts.
Yeah, so we got some good stories, man. And y'all are welcome to come back anytime you want.
Hey, just 100%, man. I appreciate you reaching out. We were just ain't doing shit this year. Kind of just bullshit.
Nah, it's your city.
But the 100%, man. Love and respect, and be
Love
able to
and
share these
respect,
stories.
man.
Keep rocking, man. And keep finding the good people that you keep finding, man.
Dude, yeah.
Are we gonna do some videos where
Man, I did.
dude, we want me to ride some wheelies up in this bitch? I'm drunk.
Oh yeah. We'll
Oh,
ride
that
some
would
of these
definitely be
in the studio.
definitely be
Yeah,
awesome.
homeboy said I could. He owns it.
Yeah, you can.
All right, we're about
That's
to
what
do
he
some
said.
hood rat stuff. Car, the par usually.
I can't fit a car in there right now.
No, we're
You don't have to, but if you want to, sure you can.
I kind of feel like I want to. Because
We're definitely down to film it for sure.
Heck yeah.
I got a GoPro too. I'll put the GoPro on the bike,
Oh, ladies
and then
and
have
gentlemen,
him.
boys
We'll
and
get
girls, I
both
want to thank
angles.
everybody coming out here. We on just on the Alton side of Illinois, bringing out old Steve out here, making these memories, talking about good stuff, and making sure that stuff. I fucking trashed it.
Take two. We're out
Take
there.
two.
We got stuff to do. It's been a long
I
day.
was so close. Look at my can. That's so close. Couldn't handle that one.
I think the smoke is getting to me. Let's ride some
you
wheels.
ain't smoking.
I know.
Yeah. Dude,
All right,
where's
we're
your
gonna
bikes
ride
at?
wheelies, y'all.
Where's your bikes at?
We're gonna end this live, and I'm just gonna go live on the phone in
bring no
there,
bikes.
or you'll see the
Oh,
footage.
sweet. Hey, let's go snatch it out of the truck.
Oh yeah.
I just bought a new crispy Z too.
We'll warm it up before we bring it in that side.
All right,
Well, you
thanks
guys
for
should try
watching,
it.
everybody.
Welcome to Madcounty. Welcome to Madcounty.